Hello friends, welcome back to Being Mrs. Fraser. Today I'm doing some cozy bread baking and making 3 festive breads right in my bread machine. These recipes are simple, comforting, and perfect for this time of year. I'll be making an orange cranberry loaf, a gingerbread loaf, and an apple cinnamon loaf, all in the bread machine. So let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. I'm starting with the orange cranberry bread, adding all the ingredients to the bread machine according to the manufacturer's instructions. That is very important. Usually it is all the liquids and then the solids, making sure that the yeast is the very last addition. So I will say this loaf didn't quite mix as well as I expected it to today, and it didn't rise as much as it was it's supposed to, but bread machines definitely have a mind of their own sometimes, and they do have a little bit of a learning curve. And as much as I love and use my bread machine, your girl is still learning, so it's okay to make mistakes. I think the biggest mistake that I made is not measuring out my flour correctly. Instead of scooping, I should have ladled it into the measuring cup and then, flattened the top, not pressing into it or anything like that. Sometimes if you scoop instead of, spooning it into the measuring cup, it does add a little bit more flour than it should. And I think that's partially of what screwed up my recipe here. I also was a little bit concerned, and I did restart the process after it had already started mixing, which I also think did not help, possibly, hurting the yeast and its rising process. So I did go ahead and add the entire bag of cranberries as well, and as close to a cup as it was, maybe it was a little bit over, and maybe that had something to do with it as well. So even though it is not perfect, this bread still tasted really good. It's bright, light, sweet, and has a fresh citrus flavor that feels perfect for the holidays. Like I said, next time, maybe I'll just add a little bit more liquid, check the dough earlier in the cycle, different processes that I could have done to help this be successful. I will say though, I will definitely be trying this again because again, it was absolutely delicious. It smelled absolutely amazing while baking in the bread machine. And yeah, where could you go wrong with cranberry and orange? Following up this loaf is the gingerbread loaf, and this one made the whole house smell absolutely amazing. It definitely smelled just like Christmas. For this gingerbread loaf, I'm using warm spices like cinnamon and ginger and clove, along with molasses for that classic gingerbread flavor. A little tip from Tammy: when you're measuring out that molasses or even honey, spray your measuring cup with a little bit of Pam or nonstick spray, and that molasses will slide out and you'll get every last drop. Same thing with honey. If you're using honey, measuring out honey, line that with some nonstick spray, and look, absolutely clean, worked just like a charm. This loaf turned out absolutely amazing. I will say that I have in the past had a little bit of problems with the cake recipes getting done all the way, but making sure that you let it bake as long as it's supposed to, let it cool down as long as it's supposed to, really gives that extra few minutes of cooking, and everything gets done so nicely, so beautifully. And this one was definitely one of my favorites of the day. Another thing I will say is making sure that you're checking your bread machine, the instructions, because I know, like I said, with mine, I used a cake, but you could also use quick bread settings. However, sometimes the quick bread settings aren't exactly cake settings. Sometimes they are more like a rapid sandwich type of bread that uses yeast. And so it's not necessarily the same type of bread or bread setting that you're wanting to use for gingerbread, which uses, baking powder and baking soda. So therefore, just make sure that you are checking which settings you are using, which settings are supposed to be used for this type of recipe. But for my bread machine, that is the Gourmet Elite bread machine, it is the cake setting. One thing I really love about the bread machine is that everything you just dump and go. And now you could totally make this recipe and put it in a loaf pan and put it in your oven. But if you have other things to do, this just makes it easy to throw it in there. I think it took about 3 hours, maybe 4, to just let it do its thing. So if you have other things that you're doing, like cleaning or baking some other foods, then your oven isn't being taken over. It's not heating up the whole house, especially if you live in a warmer climate. That's one thing I really like about it, because if it's warm outside, I don't want to use my oven and heat up the whole house. So I know we don't all live in warmer climates, but that's just my take on it. So I love using my bread machine for baking different things like this. You don't have to use it just for yeast breads. And that is, again, one thing that I just love about this. There are so many options and recipes and all that to use your bread machine on. You just have to figure them all out. And that's what I'm loving about sharing all these recipes with you guys. Now, quick break here. I did scrape the sides down, so everything got mixed into the loaf nice and good. Just so you guys know, definitely check your machine, make sure that all the sides are being scraped down and getting mixed in there if you have a few seconds to do so. Once the gingerbread was done baking and fully cooled, I did decide to add a simple glaze. It's super simple, just made with some powdered sugar and milk. I think I used, like a half a cup of powdered sugar with a tablespoon or 2 of milk. Now you can use whatever milk you have on hand. It all works the same. And you just kind of want to mix it up a little bit until that glaze comes together and is kind of, it makes nice drips. Now, if you need it to be a little bit more runny, add a little bit more milk. If you like a little thicker glaze, use less milk. You know what I mean? Kind of give your own judgment. But that is how I do it. Half a cup of powdered sugar, and I think I did end up using 2 tablespoons and maybe a splash more of milk. So I just mixed it up, and then it only takes a minute, like I said, but it really, really takes this gingerbread loaf over the top. This glaze adds just a touch of sweetness, but it pairs so nicely with those delicious warm spices. This loaf turned out so soft and perfectly spiced. It's delicious with a little bit of butter, or honestly, just even the little bit of icing for a sweeter treat. I didn't even eat it with butter. I ate it just like cake with the icing. My husband actually rewarmed his up in the microwave and ate it that way. It was absolutely delicious and so good. I really hope you'll try this one. If you try any of them, definitely try this one. It was my favorite out of all 3 recipes today. Now that I've shared and finished the gingerbread loaf, last up is the apple cinnamon bread, and this one just feels like Christmas morning. There are so many things that you can make with this apple cinnamon bread. You can eat it on its own with some apple jelly or apple, what is that with the cinnamon? It's not jelly, but not jam, not applesauce. Oh my goodness, your girl has lost her mind. But anyway, absolutely delicious. You could even make like a French toast with it, a stuffed French toast. Oh my gosh, the options are absolutely endless with this bread. Oh, so good. So with the apple cinnamon loaf, you're going to add all the ingredients except for the apples. Do not add the apples yet. Your machine should have a timer setting on it that when you start the cycle, it just automatically goes off with a couple beeping or a long beep. The beeps will be different than the finished cycle beep. If you know, you know. But when that goes off, that is when you're going to add in your apple slices. So I'm just using a apple core little doodad. I don't know what this is even called, but my grandpa gave it to me. I was making like lots of apple dishes, and also my kids just love having apple slices. In this machine, this little device, I guess, if you will, is so simple to use, and it not only peels the apples, it slices the apple and cores it all in some simple rotating motions. I did get it a little bit jammed on this day, and so the peel didn't fully peel off, but that's okay. We'll just take a knife, what is those? A smaller knife, and peel those rest of those peels off. Peel the rest of those peels off? Oh my goodness. What is your girl saying? I don't even know. But anyway, I think y'all understand. Just making sure that you get a apple, no peels, and you cut it down into about 1/4 inch pieces or so. I used... What apples did I use? I used Honeycrisp apples. You can use whatever apples you like. I like a sweeter apple when I'm baking, whether it's pies or breads or anything like that. So Honeycrisp is absolutely my favorite apple to use, but use whatever you guys prefer or like. But anyway, so I'm just going to cut these up. When my timer goes off on my bread machine, that is when I'm going to go ahead and dump them in there. You'll notice it's usually after the first, they do a mix, and then it'll rest, and then it'll mix again, and it'll usually be after that second kneading time. So that's usually when it is. Your machine should have a beeping time to add in the mix-ins. If it doesn't, just watch for that second kneading cycle. I felt that the batter was a little bit more liquidy than I liked after adding in the apple, so I did add 2 more tablespoons of flour. You're going to have to watch your dough and kind of make the judgment on your own what you feel is right. As you see me there looking just to make sure everything is going well. I also kept scraping the apples down into the batter just to make sure that they were getting all mixed in nicely. I love how simple this recipe is. It just feels so special though, and it is perfect for this time of year. Now, I will say, as you can see, the loaf did fill up very, very much so in my bread machine. I have a 2-pound bread machine. However, even though I used 1.5 pounds measurements for my loaf, it still rose very, very well and right up into the top of the bread machine, but that's okay. It still comes out nicely. It still got all nice and baked, and it tasted absolutely delicious. Apple cinnamon is such a cozy classic flavor, and this loaf feels just perfect for those slow holiday mornings. on the weekend or even the morning of Christmas. So it turned out really soft with little pockets of apples and just the right amount of cinnamon. I really, really hope you guys give this one a try. It was just as delicious as the other ones. Even though the gingerbread one was my favorite, I definitely think that this one is right up there in the top as well. I love how each bread turned out so different, but they all feel so warm and simple and perfect for this time of year. I hope that you will give one of them a try. Definitely try that orange cranberry. It might not look pretty, but I bet yours will turn out even better. Thank you so much for spending a little baking time with me today. Let me know in the comments which bread you're willing to try or which one you're going to try first. If you'd like to see more bread machine recipes in the future, don't forget to subscribe and give me a big thumbs up. Hype the video if you will. I hope you're having a cozy holiday season. I'm going to finish shutting down the kitchen and enjoy the rest of the evening. So I hope you all stay happy, healthy, and safe, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.